Hello, friends, classmates, and fellow Minnesotans. Welcome to the April edition of the Otter Update. I'm Callan.
And I'm Cassidy. How are you doing today, Callan?
Well, to be completely honest, I'm still really tired from that amazing music trip. Hey, let's take a minute to look back.
Senior reporter Mickey B here with Mr. Peterson. So, Mr. Peterson, how was the music trip?
It was excellent. We all had a great time.
What kind of places did you see?
In Memphis, we saw Graceland, where Elvis lived. We went to the University of Memphis to do some clinics. And in New Orleans, we saw Preservation Hall, which is a hall for preserving New Orleans-style jazz, and spent a lot of time in Jackson Square in the French Market.
What was your favorite thing about the trip?
My favorite thing was Preservation Hall, being a big jazz fan. And probably a close second would be the food. The food in New Orleans is excellent. All kinds of oysters and shrimp, other seafood, gumbo, red beans and rice, and tried a little bit of everything.
Thank you. So, Jasmine, how did you like the bus ride?
It sucked. It was very long and boring.
How was Graceland?
It was a lot of fun. We got to tour Elvis Presley's house, and he had a lot of weird stuff in there.
Okay, so I'm here with Mr. Kummerow. So, Mr. Kummerow, how did you like the music trip?
It was fantastic. Honestly, it's probably one of the best trips that we've had in the music department. That's saying something. Kids' behavior was fantastic. The destinations we had were great. It was just, weather was awesome. It was a great trip.
What was some of the highlights from the trip?
For me, the swamp tour was maybe my favorite thing I did. The swamp tour was pretty cool. I've never seen alligators in their natural habitat, and they're pretty thick down there. So that, and I like aquariums. We went to the Audubon Aquarium in New Orleans. But food is also a highlight.
What was your favorite food?
I think the first night in New Orleans, Mrs. Daniels and I and a bunch of chaperones went to the gumbo pot, I think it was called. And Daniels and I split this seafood platter that was just ridiculously good. So I'd probably have to say that.
What was your favorite thing about the trip?
My favorite thing would be going on the swamp tour. You got to hold alligators and snakes and turtles.
What was your least favorite thing?
Probably sleeping on the bus and the 25-hour bus ride back.
You're recording, okay. So, Callan, what was your favorite part about the trip?
My favorite part of the trip was probably the swamp tour because I got to hold a baby alligator and a bunch of different snakes.
Least favorite part?
My least favorite part was probably Preservation Hall.
Why?
I just really don't like jazz music, but don't tell Mr. K that.
What kind of food did you have on the trip?
I tried some of the seafood gumbo, but I really didn't like it. It was really spicy, and I just don't like shrimp.
How was the bus ride?
Going there was okay. Coming back, pretty rough. Smelled pretty ripe by the time we got back to Fergus. Was really glad that I could go home and shower afterwards.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That looks like it was an amazing opportunity.
It was definitely a highlight of my high school career.
Another highlight would have to be the boys' basketball team's trip to the state tournament.
What a great way for Mr. Schuler to celebrate his upcoming retirement. Let's take a look at the team and get the details on Mr. Schuler.
Josh Longton here with Otter Boys basketball coach Matt Johnson. So Matt, what was your guys' road to state this year?
Well, we had a great regular season. We ended the year 23-3. First round of the playoffs, we had a home game here against Little Falls. Then we got a second round of the playoffs. We went to St. Cloud State and played Detroit Lakes, and had a really tight battle there, but we're able to win that one. And then a really good finish against Alexandria at Morehead State and got us to the state tournament. When we got there, we played Waseca in the first round, and Waseca was all over ESPN for the way they got to the state tournament and got a win there. So we got to go over to the Target Center where the Timberwolves play and played Red Wing in the semifinals. And in the championship, we ran into De La Salle, school out of the cities that had won 4 consecutive state championships. And they outplayed us and got us in the championship game, but our kids gave a great effort. A terrific run. It was a ton of fun, a lot of memories, great experience.
So you brought up DL, and I heard there was something kind of funny that happened before the game.
The infamous Reese Kramer dunk, which we would all like to see a replay because we're not sure Reese can actually dunk. But so he attempted to dunk, and Reese was assessed the bench was assessed a technical for that. So they give the coach a seatbelt. So I wasn't able to stand the entire game. So you guys as fans probably got as good of a view as I did of most of that game. Good job.
So Gabe, were you worried when you were down by 10 with 3 minutes to go?
Yeah, I was pretty worried. I'm not gonna lie. I chew my nails pretty good. They were pretty down there. So yeah, I was getting really scared. I thought we would lose, but we ended up pulling it out. So that was good.
This is Kaylee Graff with
Harrison Christensen and Nathan Run.
How was state going? What was your experience like?
It was a lot of fun. The support from the community and all the students was great, and it was just a lot of fun to win the first one and then win the second one and go play for the state championship game in the Target Center. A lot of fun.
How about you, Nathan?
Oh, God.
No?
No.
What is your best memory from state?
I would say the favorite experience was probably playing in Williams Arena and the Target Center, just because of how big. You don't play in places like that usually, so that's probably my favorite experience.
I'd say my favorite part of the whole experience was playing with the guys and playing in front of our whole community.
Senior reporter Wes Darville here with Mr. Schuler. Mr. Schuler, how long have you been working at KSS?
Well, I've been here this is finishing up my 19th year. We came here in 1997. In the total years of education, this will end up our 46th year of working with kids in 4 different high schools over the years. One of the best moves we ever made was coming to Fergus Falls for the last 19 years.
That's awesome. How many different jobs have you had at
Well,
KSS?
when I first came here, I taught basically all high school Phi Ed. Then the second year, I got into one of my other majors is Spanish, and one of our Spanish teachers went on maternity leave, so I got to teach some Spanish, and I also taught some careers classes. And at that time, I applied for what was called the Dean of Students job, where I was in charge of discipline 9 through 12, and I got that job. And I was head basketball coach too for 7 years, and then decided once the activities director job came that it was just too much, so I resigned the basketball, and I've been the activities director now for 13 years.
What's your favorite part about your job?
You guys, Wes, really is.
Why are you retiring now?
Because I'm 68 years old, and I put in 46 years, and you know, I have some apprehension about retirement just because I've done this so long. So I've been in schools from age 4 to age 68, so I think I put in my time. I'll miss it immensely, but you know, we have 5 grandchildren and 1 more on the way in Omaha, and our kids are pretty spread out, so we'll do more traveling, and it was just, we felt it was just time to look at another part of our life.
Anything you'd like the students at KSS to remember about you?
That I think I always had time to listen to kids. I never had all the answers, never pretended that I did have the answers, but sometimes it just works out to be able to have kids come in, sit down in the chair, and just play with all my squeeze things that I have there, and just talk, get it off their chest, and to have someone listen to them. If there's something that I'd like them to remember is that when I spoke Spanish or French or English to them in the hallways, that it came from the heart. And you guys will be a special spot in my heart here as the class of 16 goes out of here. And I look forward to the last couple months here and to working with the kids and making sure that we go out on the right foot.
All right, well, thank you for all the stuff you do here at the school, and I hope you have a great retirement.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Congrats to Mr. Schuler on an outstanding career. We will really miss you.
And congratulations to our basketball team on their success.
Kellen, have you ever wondered if we might be replaced by robots someday? What if there's a robot playing on the basketball team?
Well, to be completely honest, that has never occurred to me before I saw this next story. Let's take a look at our robotics team and see what they've been up to.
Senior reporter Taylor Jorgensen here with Tyler Jorgensen. So, Tyler, what is your role on the robotics team?
My role is basically to fill in wherever I was needed. It's my first year on the team, so kind of getting used to everything and trying to help out wherever I'm able to.
All right, and what is your favorite thing about being on the robotics team?
My favorite thing was just robotics seems like this huge concept that build a robot to compete, and it seems scary, but it was kind of step by step getting to see the process and being able to experience and help out wherever I could. So then 3 weeks ago when we were competing up in Duluth, that was pretty awesome seeing the finished product rocking out on the field.
Okay, and if you could say anything to like incoming team members, what would you tell them?
I'd say definitely do it. It seems really intimidating, just the whole concept of building a robot, but great mentors really make it possible and make it inviting to new students.
All right, thank you.
Senior reporter Jonathan Tennyson here with Taylor Jorgensen. Taylor, what is robotics?
Well, robotics is a thing where a group of kids get together and they build a robot for a specific game each year. It changes every year, and they take it to a competition where they compete against other robots.
And how many members are in robotics?
Well, this year we had 6, but that's very, very small for a team. There's a lot of teams that have close to 30 or 40 kids on the team.
All right. What is your role for the robotics team?
I am the team captain, and I'm also the electrician for the team.
All right. What's your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing about robotics is, I just really like being with those guys, and I like the whole concept of building a robot, and I really like to be an electrician. I like to wire and stuff.
All right. Thank you. Senior reporter Jonathan Tennyson here with Sean Mills. So, Sean, what is your role in robotics?
I am the programmer, and I drive the robot.
All right. Who would you recommend to join robotics?
If you take vocational classes, if you like math or science, or if you're just interested in robotics.
All right. And what is your favorite thing about robotics?
I just love it when everything works, and the Casey pizza isn't bad.
Thank you.
Wow, great job, guys.
Now it's time to take a look at some spring activities. Let's check out the boys' tennis team and see what some KSS students have been up to over spring break.
Jordan Schneeberger here with Zach Tarzan, a fellow tennis player. So Zach, what is tennis?
Tennis is love. Tennis is life.
Very nice. So who are your captains?
You are. That's about it.
Sounds good. So, I heard you got a new coach. Is he up on all the hype?
He is well educated on the hype, actually.
Would you say he is a good tennis player?
I mean, he's all right compared to me, but yeah, he's pretty good.
All right. So, what kind of feelings rush through your body the moment you step on that court?
The moment I step on the court, I get this sense of excitement, get exhilarated, just like a rush of emotions. I become a whole different person on that court.
Sweet. So, what kind of racket do you play with?
A Wilson Flame Sword.
Imported, I take it?
Directly from China.
Impressive. So, when does the team leave for state?
Well, pretty quick here.
I heard your brother Noah Tarzan's on the team. How bad would you say that he is?
He's pretty bad, but nowhere near as bad as John Hermes.
Ain't that the truth? So, Zach, on a scale of 1 to short, how short are your shorts?
Pretty short.
Cool.
Hey, you over there! Do you like tennis?
You bet your sweet hiney ho.
I found Jordan here wandering the courts, and I got the chance to snag him for a quick minute for an interview. Hey! Pay attention there.
Sorry, I was admiring the court's beauty.
I understand. Now, what do you find fascinating about the court?
Not much, to tell you the truth.
Do you enjoy it when it's wet?
I do, actually.
Very nice. Now, Jordan, would you please tell me, what do you love about tennis?
Well, I like the feeling of the racket in my hand. Also, the feeling I get when I smash the balls all over the fence, as well as my teammates, who don't take it kindly.
I would not take it all that kindly either.
Spring break. Spring break.
Derek Rodering here with Isaac Noakes. Isaac Noakes, what'd you do over your spring break?
I worked a lot.
Thank you.
Lived it up. Zach Tarks and the legend. So Zach, what'd you do for spring break?
I went to Chicago and saw my great-grandma. It was her 99th birthday.
Were the buildings real big there, or?
They were extremely large.
There are big buildings there. Senior reporter Daniel Kowalski here with Tyler Nguyen. So Tyler, on a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy was your spring break?
It was a 10.
Tell us, what did you do?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a long time ago already.
Derek Roderick here with Mr. Ross. Mr. Ross, how was your spring break?
Well, my spring break, the first couple of days I had to work on Make a Difference, backpack program, Feed the Hunger. I worked on that, and then I had Good Friday, followed by a family tradition of egg bake Saturday morning, which was delicious. It's my favorite breakfast food. Then I traveled to Minneapolis and wrestled for Minnesota Independent Wrestling. I ended up sealing the win with the solid slam. Went home. Then I celebrated Easter with the family. It was pretty good Easter, or pretty good spring break.
Wow. Tell us a little bit about this solid slam.
Well, essentially what the solid slam is, I might have to stand up to explain it, is I take someone who is in a fireman's carry, go like this. He's on here. I go up.
And his name is John C.
Slam. In case all you out there who don't know, Mr. Ross moonlights as a pro wrestler under the name Rock Solid Ross. The secret is out, unfortunately. But what's more important is make a difference by 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. Feed the Hunger Backpack Program. So unfortunately, I got 7th graders. I got a meeting to attend to. Peace and love. Otter update.
Thanks for that report. All this talk of spring has me ready for warm weather.
No kidding. Time to get out, enjoy the sun, read some good books, and of course, earn some extra money at our summer jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cassidy, did you know that a lot of our teachers here have summer jobs?
What? They don't hibernate at school for the summer?
No, they're hard at work. Let's find out about a couple of their jobs and also get an update on the progress of the library renewal project.
It was 1989, my thoughts were short, my...
Hey, Intel here with
Ben Johnson.
So, Mr. Johnson, what do you do over the summer?
Work.
What kind of work do you do?
I work at Tipston Mountains Golf Course. I am an EMT with the Ashby Fire Department and Ambulance. I'm an EMT instructor, and I farm with my dad.
Well, thank you.
Mr. Solon, we're all curious. How do you make the big bucks in the summer?
Oh yeah, really big bucks. But actually I get to work 2 different jobs in the summer. I have basically 2 full-time jobs in the summer. So I spend a lot of time. My first job is I'm a cook at Spanky's Stone Hearth. It's my brother's restaurant. I've been doing it for the last 15 years. So that's my #1 job. And then this last year and this year as well, I took on an Otter Tail County Water Patrol position. So I'm working for the Sheriff's Department, and I'm probably going to see you on the lakes and stuff this summer.
In other words, you can bring me some food while you're at it too, right?
I could probably do that, yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
You bet.
Senior reporter here, Becca Johnson here with Mr. Grants. So, Mr. Grants, do you have a summer job?
Yes, I think this summer I'm going to set up a lemonade stand at the corner of Lincoln and Union and probably sell lemonade from 8 in the morning till 6 or 7 at night.
Sounds fun.
Ah, we got you guys. Becca, what kind of questions do you have for me about weightlifting?
How do you get involved in weightlifting?
Becca, great question. Summer weightlifting forums will start coming out here probably in May. They'll be up around the building. There'll be different spots where you can grab a form and you can sign up for parking. It's through Park and Rec. You can sign up for weightlifting through them.
And when does the summer weightlifting program start?
Monday, June 6th. School's done on a Friday. We start the next Monday, and we go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, the whole summer. I get in the weight room about 8:30 or 9 in the morning and stay till 4 or 5 or until everybody's done lifting for the day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Becca. Got you guys about the lemonade stand.
Senior reporter Callan Sandal here with Ann and Dylan, who are architects on the new library project. So what can you guys tell us about the new library?
Well, we're almost doubling the size of the library from about 13,000 to 26,000 square feet.
Part of that is that the new library will be much more energy efficient. So even though it's doubling in square footage, it's likely going to use about the same amount of energy that it uses now.
What do you guys like about working on this project?
The people that have been working on the project have been great. And in addition to that, I would say the great thing about it is that it's a library project. As architects, we love working on projects like libraries. Everyone gets to use a library. They're fun and they impact a whole community.
Did you guys face any difficulties in designing this new library?
Yeah, early on, from an engineering point of view, we discovered, as is the case all over Fergus Falls, the soils are very poor. Your soils don't hold up buildings very well.
Senior reporter Callan Sandal here with Deb Zachman, library assistant. So Deb, how long has the library been working on this renewal project?
Well, it's been over 3 years, coming up on 4 years.
About how many people visit this library every day?
Well, you might be surprised to know that it's actually about 53 people every hour.
About how many items a year do all these people use?
Not quite, 250,000 items a year, and that would include print books, films, magazines, anything that the library checks out, even visual art, and that also includes the number of online items, e-books.
So can you tell us about some of the reasons the library needs this remodel?
I'd be happy to. We need additional space. The building was built very open space, and over time we've realized that we need to have more quieter spaces. So specifically, the new library has a playroom for the children with educational toys where they can enjoy those and still have the other parts of the building, more quiet for quiet reading. We have a planned youth teen area where their books will be, and that's where they can enjoy time together as well as study spaces for the youth. And so more dedicated space, a larger meeting room. Our meeting room gets a huge amount of daily, monthly attendance.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I'm really looking forward to the new library.
Me too. Well, that's the news for today, KSS. Check out our YouTube page for more stories and student projects.
You can also follow us on Twitter for updates. We'll leave you with a parody project from our video production class.
Have a great day, KSS.
And I'm going to show you what it takes to get out alive from some of the most dangerous places on Earth.
I'm Gabrielus from Wan vs. Mild, and this is
Jojo from Finding Man Bear Pig.
We're out here on an adventure.
Ooh, look at this insect.
Shh, you're disturbing my knock.
Shh, shh. I think I hear something.
I hear it too. Oh, who are you?
I'm Beaver Bob.
On our show, Wan versus Mild, finding man, bear, pig, and afraid. We're gonna have to survive out here in the wilderness.
So now we are building a shelter. Oh, bro, get that mic out of here.
Get the mic out.
What'd you say?
Daryl, what the?
Oh,
Daryl.
sorry.
All right, yeah.
So we're gonna have to build us a shelter now.
Hopefully it'll keep us warm out in these frigid environment.
Yo, Beaver Bob, do you know where JoJo is?
You must be looking for that man bear pig around here.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, we should probably go look for him.
Let's do that.
All right, come on, Daryl. I found JoJo. Hey, what are you doing up there?
What's up, guys? I'm just calling the man bear pig with his notorious call.
Oh, I know a call too.
We're gonna call it a night here. But tonight, for our sleeping situation, since our shelter kind of fell apart, we're gonna have to spoon for warmth.
All right, cut. All right, yeah. I think we should head to BK and get some food. Daryl, I meant cameraman.
Yeah.
I'm pretty scared to just pull up here.
See those chalk lines in there?
Oh,
See those chalk
That's a chalk line.
It's almost
we
like
gotta
Jim
get the
Leahy
bunker
would be
fired.
See, the viewers will never see this though.
Oh my God. JoJo's lemonade done?
Give me a second, man. Give me a second. It's gonna be real yellow for you. Oh yeah.
Ooh, there we go. That should be enough for the day.
Dude, I don't think you have to drink that much actually. I'm just hanging around, observing some of this nature. I'm sitting here on a dead birch tree, and you can tell it's dead because of the way it is.
All right, cut. Yeah, I mean, out here on the show, we know there's no real man, bear, pig, but it gets viewers. I make like $2 million a year. I'm living the lavish lifestyle, so this is what we like to do. Daryl, get on the mask. It's time.
How do I look?
Oh, you look.
Do I look pretty man, bear, piggy?
Oh, you're a man, bear, piggy.
All right, yeah, this will totally
get out there. Get out there.
It's something about the girl that just makes my head wanna twirl. Oh, you got me one.
The man bear pig, there it is. Go get that thing.
Something about the girl